Hi, guys. Thank you for joining us this week for our Oracle meditation. I'm Anna.
And I'm Mark.
We are MARKANNA Wellness. And this week we're using our Crystal Intentions Oracle, which each card has a different crystal on it and a little affirmation and information about the crystal. And this was one of the first Oracle decks I got, and it came to mind today. So we'll see which crystal we get.
And this was like back before we started collecting crystals, really, or about at the beginning.
Yeah.
We try to get a crystal like everywhere we go, even like just a little tiny one, something just fun. But this deck has been really inspiring to us, I feel like, over time. Every time we pull cards from this, kind of reminds us of our crystals and just the energy we have all around us and that's in everything. It's so cool.
Yeah, and they have the cards kind of in different categories. So there's like love, friendship, romance, health and well-being, money, creativity and motivation, focus, safety and protection, happiness and self-confidence, and intuition and spirit communication. So kind of based on the chakras a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
So
Well, we've saged our cards and we're shuffling the cards here a little bit, see what pops up today. I haven't used this deck in a while, so it's fun to see what intentions are calling us today. I kind of mentally just like to think about show me what I need to see when I'm shuffling the cards, see what'll come out. Putting my trust in it. All right, so we got speak the truth, listen well, have the courage to say what you need to say, be heard, and read between the lines. It is easy for me to express myself. I am understood. I hear what others are communicating. So, blue lace agate. I don't know if we have one of those or not.
I'm not
It's a really
sure.
pretty blue lace agate.
Yeah, I don't know if we do. I'm
I
not
don't
sure.
recall having that one. We'll have to keep an eye out for that one. Some of these are harder to find. Like
Oh, it's the first
when
one.
you go to a crystal shop, they always have the basic ones that you see all the time. But some of these other ones are a little harder to find.
Yeah. So in the book, it says blue lace agate improves your ability to communicate. Use it when you want to be heard and understood. Is this the same thing on the card, or I thought it
It's
expands a
similar.
little?
It's
Okay.
similar.
It helps you listen more closely when others speak and to really understand them. It also helps you develop the ability to read between the lines. So this one's in the pink category, which is that love, friendship, and romance. And it actually is the first one of the book. So,
This is a Gemini card too. I feel like I'm just adding that onto it for fun because it is a like loving communication is like the Gemini way. Sometimes we do have a harder time listening, but when we're there and like decide to tune in, we can listen just as good as anyone, just how we like to talk, probably more than most. That's something we joked about last night at our tarot class that sometimes it'll run over, and I like to take the blame for that because sometimes I'll just get to talking about what we're doing and time flies by. So
mm,
that is a beautiful space to be in where we can just communicate and feel safe and happy. And time just goes by without worry. So let's do our little meditation on this communication. If you want to find a comfortable seat, if you want to lie down, this won't be too long. We want to have soft eyes, even if they're open or closed. Eyes are soft. And then just tapping into our breath. A big part of what I'm practicing and teaching lately is to remember when we inhale, we only breathe in what we need. So maybe in this case, we're going to breathe in communication. And it's those two parts of communication. We got to get our words out our intentions, our truth out. But remember also that everyone else has a truth, a story, something to say. So not one is more important than the other. They're equal and balanced. Being able to share and listen is going to help change our entire world. So breathing in that intention today for communication. Just for today, I will communicate what is on my mind, what's in my heart, what's in my body. And I will be proud and safe. On those exhales, I will let go. Just for today, that worry of about what anyone else would think about me or what I have to share. Knowing that it's all important. Breathing in communication and then exhaling out that worry, that doubt. If there's any pressure there, any worry, you have an anxiety about what you need to say to someone today, let that intention come in on the inhale and just ask for the words to come to you when it's needed. You know what you need to say. Can we say it in a soft way? And then on those exhales, release that worry, expectation, anything we're holding. Let your exhale be that sweet sacrifice of everything just for a moment. Then on our inhales, what do we want to bring in today? Just for today, that communication, finding the words, matching our feelings to that vibration, but then also inviting other people's opinions, truth, creating a safe space for them also to feel comfortable, to feel free and vulnerable to share whatever is on our mind, in our heart, in our body today. So, just a few more of those intentional breaths here, breathing in our communication just for today. I will do my best to speak my truth and to listen. One more big inhale here, filling up with that intention. And then exhales, just releasing, softening, opening up to this new day. Opening our eyes, coming back. Communication is so important. It plays a big part of our life. It's one of those things where, you don't ask, you won't receive. If we don't get out what's inside us, no one knows. We can all look at each other and assume what someone's thinking or feeling by how they move and react. You can sense people's anxiety or being nervous or being happy.
Well, that's what I like about this one too, talking about reading between the lines, because sometimes people are saying stuff, but it's not what they really mean. So,
That's the truth.
so being able to kind of have that discernment and knowing of like, what do they really mean by what they're saying, or what are they really trying to say? Because sometimes people aren't too upfront with their words, or they're afraid to speak that truthfully. So being able to read between the lines is really important when people are kind of afraid to maybe fully express things. So
It is. And just, we're all out here judging stuff too, it's trying to like release that judgment of other people and what they think and feel too. I mean, not everything's going to align with us, but as we move through our day and interact with different people and things, we can just notice and witness, if this is an energy we want to stay around or be around, and invite that by speaking it out to them.
and
If
I like too that it says have the courage to say what you need to say because that's what's lacking a lot of times.
It goes both ways. I'm not trying to be like, be all nice and sensitive to everyone and everything. If you hear things you don't like, how could we just nicely be like, well, that's not for me and move away from it? Don't let it linger. Don't let it go with you. It's not you. Why take it with you?
Well, and as we wrap up this one today, we just want to take a moment to celebrate our past weekend we had at the Festival of the Arts. And we had a cool moment of realization when we realized that over those 4 days, which also coincided with our OKC Memorial Marathon, that we actually did the same number of readings as the lives that were lost in the bombing in Oklahoma City. And that was just like a weird moment to realize it was 168. And that marathon is the memorial for that bombing that happened here in 1995. And we got to see all the runners and all the kids and everyone participating in that right alongside the festival where we were this weekend. And so that was just a really cool moment. We posted about it on our Facebook and Instagram if you haven't seen it yet, but just wanted to share that as well. So
It's just a whole nother level of communication and listening to like what's in the air, what is speaking to us that isn't someone or words. This is all energy and it's
mhm.
never gone anywhere. It's all here still, just in different forms. So just appreciating that communication and the little things that you notice that are just the little signs, the little things that are telling you you're on the right path, or the things that are saying you might need to shift direction a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, this is happening in each and every breath. We're manifesting our reality. So don't get lazy. Don't get tired of it. Get excited about it.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much.
Thank you guys.
And we'll see you again soon.